I know, boys. Yeah! Good on you, Thomas Burgess! Good on you, Tommy! South Sydney! Yes! Yes! Go! Yes! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! Go! Go! Yes! 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 Go! Yeah! Yeah! Good on you, Joy! Let's go, boys! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! South Sydney! Go! Go! Yes! Yes! Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Cody, and in today's video, I'll be giving you my next installment of the 2025 Draw Series. We are now up to the 9th team out of the 17 teams, so we are pretty much halfway through, and we got another 8 teams to do after this. And in today's video, I haven't done a Sydney team for quite a bit, so I will be finally doing a Sydney team, and this team unfortunately just missed out on making the top 8. Improved from 2023, and of course I am talking about the one and only Sir George Illawarra Dragons, who only just missed out making the top 8 from 2024, but still had a great season under Shane Flanagan. But anyways, guys, before we get into the video, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss out whenever I post a video or go live on YouTube. And clicking that subscribe button would really help out the channel. We're only a few subscribers away from reaching 1,700, so if we can do that, guys, that'd be really appreciated. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the Sir George Illawarra Dragons 2025 NRL draw. So we'll go through the draws, round 1 through 27, how many days they're playing, what days they'll be playing each team, how many teams have played twice and once, and how many times they played the top 8, top 4, bottom 9, bottom 4, 5-day turnarounds, etc. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the Dragons draw. And we'll start with the Dragons in round 1, of course. They will be taking on one of their arch rivals in round 1 for a Saturday 5:30 kickoff at Australia Jubilee Cogra Oval. They'll be taking on the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, who surprised everyone in 2025. And the last time these two had played at Cogra, it was a sellout, and Bulldogs managed to win this game as well. So quite a while since Cogra actually had been sold out as well, funny enough. I think close to 10 to 11 years since Cogra was last sold out, but gee whiz, what a day that was for both teams. But yes, Dragons take on the Bulldogs for a Saturday 5:30 game to kick off the Dragons season, and the Dogs as well. Round 2, they will be going to the Gong for the first time this year. They will be taking on my boys, another arch rivals, another rivalry game. Not really much these days, to be honest. Of course, I'm talking about the Dragons taking on my boys, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, for a Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong. Rabbitohs, we have not played at Wollongong. We haven't played in Wollongong rather since 2022, so this is a welcoming surprise for us to return to the Gong for the first time in a few years, and this will be my first time going there as a Rabbits fan. Not the first time I've been to Wollongong. I went there once last year. But this will be that should be a good game to go to. So Rabbits Dragons Saturday 3 o'clock at Wynn Stadium. Round 3, they will have their first bye. Round 4, they will have the rematch that they finally broke their 25-year losing streak. Not in Melbourne this time, unfortunately. And this will be the only time these two will play for this year as well. We have the Dragons taking on the Storm at Australia Jubilee Stadium for round 4 for a Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. Round 5, they will take on the Eels at Combank Stadium in round 5 for a Saturday 3 o'clock game. Round 6, Dragons will return to Wollongong and they will take on the Gold Coast Titans for a Friday 6 o'clock kickoff in round 6. Titans have never won in Wollongong. I think they've played 6 or 7 games there now and still haven't won there. Every other team, I think, except Dolphins, have won at Wollongong. I could be wrong about the Dolphins. I'm not 100% sure. But Dragons Titans Friday 6 o'clock in round 6. Round 7 is Easter round. They will take on the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles for round 7 Easter for a Thursday night kickoff at 7:50 at 4 Pines Park. Round 8 is the traditional Anzac Day clash between, and another rivalry game as well, between the Sydney Roosters and the St George Illawarra Dragons at Allianz Stadium on Anzac Day for a Friday 4 o'clock kickoff, as it always has been, but Roosters are the home team this time. Round 9, Dragons will return to Magic Round after missing out in 2024. They will take on the West Tigers for the Saturday prime time clash for the last game for day 2. I disagree with this game being at 7:40 at being the prime time game, unless these two teams are going to be really consistent in the early rounds. I doubt this is going to be a good game. I disagree with this game being for prime time for Magic Round. I would have gone with either Rabbitohs Knights or Cowboys. Cowboys and Warriors. Warriors would have definitely been the main event game, but obviously I'm not in charge of the NRL, but it is what it is. So Tigers Dragons, and these two actually have played at Magic Round as well. Funny enough, 2023, I think these two played, and I think Dragons or Tigers just won 18-16. So last time Dragons played at Magic Round, they played against the Tigers. What a coincidence. Round 10, they will return to Wollongong at WIN Stadium to take on the Warriors for a Saturday 5:30 kickoff. Round 11, they will return to Suncorp Stadium to take on the Broncos for a round 11 clash for a Sunday 2 o'clock kickoff. Round 12 is their second bye. Round 13, they will return to Cogra to take on the Newcastle Knights for a prime time Friday night 8 o'clock kickoff. Round 14, for the third time within 5 weeks, or 6 weeks rather, Dragons will head back up to Suncorp to take on the Dolphins this time for a prime time Friday 8 o'clock kickoff. Round 15 is another rivalry game, but Dragons don't seem to win this rivalry game. It's the battle of the next door neighbours. Sharks versus Dragons at Shark Stadium for round 15 Thursday night 7:50 kickoff. Round 16 is their third and final bye, so they will have 11 consecutive rounds to end the season. Or 11 consecutive games to play for the rest of the season. Round 17, for the first time since 2019, the Dragons are taking on the Eels as the home team. Since 2020, Eels Dragons it's always been an Eels home game, counting the first game from early in the year as well. So Dragons will finally have a home game against Parramatta. This game is at WIN Stadium for a Saturday 5:30 kickoff in Wollongong. Round 18, they will travel down to GIO Stadium to take on the Raiders for a Saturday 5:30 clash. Round 19 is the Anzac Day clash rematch between the Dragons and the Roosters. This time at the Strata Jubilee for a Saturday 5:30 kickoff. Another rivalry game, this time at a core stadium. Round 20 for a Saturday 5:30 game. This will definitely get a good crowd there. Bulldogs versus Dragons for a Saturday 5:30 round 20. Round 21, they will travel up to Queensland for the final time this season to take on the Cowboys at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Friday 6 o'clock kickoff. Round 22, they will take on the Raiders at WIN Stadium for a Saturday 5:30 kickoff. So these two have only played back in round 18, so that's roughly a month apart from each other. Round 23, they will take on their next door neighbours once again, the Sharks, this time at the Strata Jubilee or Cogra, for round 23 for a Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. Round 24, they will go across to New Zealand to take on the Warriors for a Friday 6 o'clock kickoff here, 8 o'clock over there at Mount Smart Stadium. Round 25, they will take on against us, once again the Rabbitohs, at a core stadium for a Thursday night 7:50 kickoff. Round 26, they will take on the Sea Eagles at Cogra for a Saturday 5:30 clash, and then they'll wrap up their season. Dragons have yet to play this team. They are taking on the Panthers in the final round, in round 27 at Wynn Stadium for a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff. And I hate it that if you're only playing a team once, you're playing them in the last round. I hate that if it's the round 26 or 25, fine with me, but I absolutely hate it when the NRL decides for some teams who haven't played each other at all in the season just to leave it to the last round. I definitely hate that. But overall, solid fixtures for the Dragons. Now we will go through all their days, 5-day turnip rounds, top 4, top 8 teams that play once or twice, etc. So we'll start with their buys. So their buys will be round 3, round 12, and round 16. So they'll be one of the first few teams to finish all 3 of their buys early on in the season. Quite interesting. They'll have 7 free-to-air games for 2025, 7 day games, 17 night games. They will be playing 3 Thursday night games, 6 Friday games, one of them counting a day game for Anzac Day, 14 Saturday games. So that's more than any other team I've covered so far. That's more than half of their games as well. And only 1 Sunday game. And that Sunday game is in round 11 at Suncorp Stadium against the Broncos for a Sunday 2 o'clock. So Dragons have got 15 to 24 games on the weekend for each round, but only 1 is on a Sunday and the rest are on Saturday. That's ridiculous. And Dragons usually play on Sundays quite a lot for every year, but I guess this year they're not. So interesting, only 1 Sunday game for 2025. And they are one of the few teams as well to have no 5-day turnaround. So that's probably the second or third team I've covered that haven't got a 5-day turnaround. Now, top 4, top 8, bottom 9, bottom 4. Top 8, they will play in the top 8 teams 12 times. Top 4, a total of 6 times. So they'll play the Roosters, the Sharks, all twice. That's 4 times. And they're playing the Panthers and the Storm once. So that's 6 times in total. Bottom 9 teams 12 times. And you'll be playing the bottom 4 6 times. So you got the Rabbitohs, the Eels twice, and then you got the Titans and the Tigers once. So overall, Dragons have got a mixed draw, but I think that's still a good draw for them. And the teams they play once and twice as follows. The teams they play twice, the Dragons, the Bulldogs, Roosters, Sea Eagles, Warriors, Sharks, Eels, Raiders, and Rabbitohs. And teams they play once, Storm, Dolphins, Knights, Broncos, Panthers, West Tigers, Cowboys, and the Titans. So they're playing all the Queensland teams only once. And they're playing 3 of them up in Queensland as well, which is quite fascinating. So I think the Dragons are the only team who are playing all Queensland teams once, and every other non-Queensland team, so every Sydney team, Newcastle, Raiders, Melbourne, and Warriors, are all playing the Queensland teams at least once or twice. Or like each of them once or twice. So, interesting for the Dragons, but overall good draw for the Dragons. So, pretty much that's going to wrap up the 2025 Dragons NRL draw. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for you guys when you're around here. Turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss out when I post a new video or go live on YouTube. Anyways, guys, that's the 9th team wrapped up. We've got our 10th team coming up very soon. And this team is going to be an interesting team the next one we do. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. See you all in the next one.